The UN Security Council, the leaked email.
Oh,
Did that email leak embarrass you?
No, I mean, look, at the end of the day, what happened was one of the members of my staff is Laura Malcolm, the guy that was sending it out.
Yes, I know, but the headlines told or created a different scenario. That this is how you get briefed, and it's a cheat sheet, and you're really not as bright as you pretend you are.
Well, I'm on the road every day, so I mean, a lot of days I'm on the road. So obviously, when I go into a press conference or do a stand-up, I might get asked questions on absolutely everything. And unlike a lot of leaders around the world, I do those press interviews pretty much every day, and often twice or three times a day. So of course, I could not get updated about what's going on, because I'm on that particular day I would have been at a school. I was doing 10 different things. I'm not sitting there reading the news wires all day. I can form my own view on that. So the point being that if I didn't have a chance to read all those news wires and I don't get a bit of a briefing of what's going on, then of course to the journalists I could just say, look, I don't know what you're talking about there, I'll have to come back to you on that. It's a very inefficient way of doing things.
We are arguably the most relaxed country in the Western world with our treatment of the Prime Minister, if you want.
Well, Manmohan Singh has just finished as being the Indian Prime Minister. He was there for 10 years. Do you know how many press conferences he did in 10 years? 3. Tony Abbott hardly does a lot of press conferences. Stephen Harper hardly does any in Canada. I mean, we are prolific. Some people say too prolific. So the point is, I mean, look, I don't need. I think one of them was about the terrible tragedy where this man, Mr. Kumar, has been murdered. And the fact that my office was obviously informed that it was a 12 or 13-year-old that was the primary suspect. Now, that wasn't in the public domain, but they'd sent that to me. So I think one of the talking points that the office had written was, we'd pass our condolences to the family. I don't need someone writing that down for me to know that I'd want to pass the condolences to the family. I'm not an idiot. But on the other side of the coin, I mean, they write these things because they write a comprehensive thing. Most of that particular briefing that morning I didn't read. And I don't read most.
Everybody else did. You didn't need to.
I didn't need it. But look, there's nothing secret about that. I mean, everyone gets briefed. David Cunliffe will get briefed by his people when he goes and stuff. Of course I do. I mean, I have a million things, but many things that people ask me, I don't have any warning of, any particular knowledge of, and I offer my own view on.
Indeed.